Upcoming General Hospital episodes are setting the stage for one of the most emotionally intense courtroom moments yet, as Willow Kane, portrayed by Katelyn MacMullen, appears ready to step into the spotlight in a way that could change everything. Overwhelmed, visibly shaken, and fighting to hold herself together, Willow is expected to take the witness stand, a move that could either save her future or completely destroy it. For Alexis Davis, this moment represents the highest stakes decision of her legal career so far. Her last bold courtroom maneuver ended in disaster, costing her credibility and doing little to help Willow's defense. Instead of strengthening the case, that gamble only exposed behind-the-scenes manipulation, publicly embarrassed Portia Robinson, and ignited Drew Kane's fury. Alexis knows all too well that another misstep could be fatal, not just for the case, but for Willow's freedom. The pressure is mounting fast. Alexis must rebuild the jury's trust from the ground up, carefully planting the seeds of reasonable doubt while navigating a courtroom already poisoned by lies, secrets, and emotional testimony. Despite the uphill battle, the tide may begin to turn in her favor as the trial moves forward. Her new strategy takes a dramatic shift in direction. Rather than shielding Michael Corinthos, Alexis begins redirecting attention squarely onto him. The goal is simple but dangerous: convince the jury that Michael had both motive and opportunity, and that it is entirely plausible he was the one who fired the gun. This approach is exactly what Drew has been pushing for all along, and from his perspective, watching Michael squirm under scrutiny is deeply satisfying. However, that satisfaction comes at a steep cost. Michael and those closest to him are blindsided by the shift, realizing too late that the courtroom is becoming hostile territory. Every raised eyebrow, every pointed question, and every contradiction begins to paint Michael in a far darker light than before. Things escalate further when Jacinda Bracken takes the stand. Her testimony could prove explosive, as she's expected to admit she was with Ezra Boyle during the exact window when the shooting occurred. That revelation strips Michael of any solid alibi and leaves him exposed, especially after his own credibility has already been damaged by inconsistencies and questionable statements under oath. Despite these developments working in Willow's favor, Alexis remains uneasy. Too many lies have already been told. Willow herself has changed her story more than once, and the defense risks being undermined by the very person they're trying to protect. Michael may not be the only one the jury views as dishonest, and that reality keeps Alexis up at night. Initially, Alexis was firmly opposed to Willow testifying. From a legal standpoint, it was too risky, too emotional, too unpredictable. But circumstances are changing. As Michael begins to look colder and more calculating in court, Alexis starts to see an opportunity. A fragile, tearful Willow, a mother facing the unthinkable, could soften the jury and shift their perception entirely. There's also mounting pressure from both Willow and Drew. Willow wants to tell her story in her own words, believing that if the jury can truly see her pain, they'll understand she's been wrongfully accused. Drew, convinced this is their best shot, pushes Alexis to take the leap and let Willow speak for herself. If Willow does take the stand, it won't just be testimony. It will be a performance shaped by emotion, vulnerability, and desperation. She'll recount her version of events, appealing directly to the jury's hearts and hoping sympathy outweighs suspicion. Whether that gamble pays off remains to be seen. One thing is certain: Alexis is preparing to make the most dangerous move of the trial. Allowing Willow to testify could either tip the scales toward freedom or expose just how skilled Willow is at bending the truth when everything is on the line. As the courtroom drama reaches its breaking point, viewers may finally discover whether Willow is truly a victim of circumstance or a master manipulator hiding behind tears.